God morning, everyone. I hope everyone is doing all right this morning, this blessed, beautiful Sunday morning. It's a little look like cloudy and look like we're gonna get some rain out here in the beautiful city of Maryville, Indiana, but that's all right. God is still good. Come on in to our Sunday morning's word for the week here at Love First Baptist Church. This is our Sunday morning's word for the week. No matter what you're going through, we need a little something to help us. We need to be that gas station to gas people up, stir up the gift in them so as they go on their journey throughout the week. Give them some kind of inspiration, encouragement to make it through their week. Good morning to my beautiful wife. God bless you this morning. So come on in to our word for the week. It's a lot going on in our world, but remember, God is in control, whatever is going on. Sometimes we don't understand it. Sometimes it don't feel good. It it makes us not want to be apart. It makes us cry. But remember, all things work for the good to them that love God and are called according to his word, his promise for us. It's not about us, it's all about God. And everything that we go through in life is for something that God knew all about. He orchestrated the very things that we go through. We talked about in our Bible class Wednesday how not even a little bitty bird, a sparrow, does not even fall to the ground without the Father. And Jesus went on to tell us that we are much greater than sparrows. So what we go through in life, from birth to death, is all orchestrated by God. Yes, our death even is orchestrated by God. And whatever God orchestrates is for our good. It's for the best of us. So though or even though it don't feel good, learn to trust the process. Remember, as Isaiah 55 told us, his ways, his thoughts are greater than our ways and thoughts. So we ain't gonna always understand. But it's a part of life to be born and to die. But we heard from Jesus who let us know that death is not the end. In the days of Job, he didn't know whether death was the end or not. Job asked the question, if a man die, shall he live again? Job didn't know. But here comes Jesus Christ. And we can say if a man die, he will live again. Why? Because Jesus Christ, he got up. He got up from the grave. And he told us that we don't sorrow like others sorrow. That our loved ones, that same God that raised Jesus from the grave will raise us from the grave. So we don't sorrow like the world sorrow because we know that if a man die, he shall live again. So welcome everyone to Sunday morning's word for the week. Our word for this week is be steadfast and unmovable in the Lord. Coming out of 1 Corinthians 15:58, where it says, my beloved brethren, sisters, and us all, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. Be steadfast. You got to stand on your service, your work for God. Be unmovable, because why? The enemy is going to try to use all kind of tactics to knock you off your square, to get you down, to make you give up. I can't take it. This is too much. That's what the devil wants you to do. Turn to alcohol, turn to drugs, turn to gambling, selling your body and everything. Why? Because he want to knock you off your square. He wants you to give up. But Paul said, be steadfast and unmovable. And then he said, always abounding in the work of the Lord. For as much as you know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord. You got to be always striving to do better. Always striving to keep yourself and others interested in your ministry, in your church, in whatever you're called to do. We got to keep elevating, because we get stagnant. See, steadfast don't mean stagnant. No, we get stagnant. And then we don't want to grow no more. We get stagnant. Paul said, be content in whatever you do. But he didn't say be complacent. So don't become complacent, stagnant, that you are not growing, that you are not finding different ways to keep people, yourself, interested and wanting to be a part of the work of the Lord. Because God said he do all things new. So he can do a new thing in your church. He can do a new thing in your ministry, whatever you called to do. God do all things new to keep us interested, motivated, to keep moving, always abounding in the work of the Lord. So be steadfast, unmovable, but don't become complacent, stagnant, that you're not growing, that you're not helping others to grow, that you're not striving to keep others interested and wanting to be a part, steady looking for new things to keep people coming in and wanting to be a part, looking for it. You can do that by the help of the Lord. We can do all things through Christ, which strengthen us. So as you go throughout your week this week, keep evaluating your ministry, your service, your church, on what you can do to keep people interested, motivated, encouraged to want to be a part of your service. That's what we supposed to do. Be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord. And then he said, your labor is not in vain. What you do for Christ shall last. It's not in vain. People talk about you. So there are going to be people who are going to try to tear it down. There are going to be people who say you wrong, you shouldn't be doing it. But you ain't doing it for them. You're doing it for the Lord. So you keep going on. It's not in vain what you do for Christ. Y'all have a blessed remaining of your beautiful Sunday. Remember to trust the process and keep God first no matter what you're going through, no matter what you're up against in life. Trust the process. It's going to be all right. We serve a good God. God bless you all.